Welcome, Mr. Agarwal. And, as we've been talking about India's economic progress. And so India's journey to become a 30 trillion economy by 2047 is something that today we understand cannot be without the idea of sustainability, which has become a necessity more than an option, sir. Now, talking about BESS, that is Battery Energy Storage Systems. Now, if you could just tell our viewers that how does BESS, help in India's clean energy framework? What is its role?
See, today India needs a green energy power, and solar is the main source. Solar and renewable energy is the main source of power today. But without storage, without battery storage, it cannot be achieved the complete green energy mission. And as you are saying that 2047, India will be achieving 40 trillion. So today from 3 to 4 trillion to 40 trillion. So India also needs 10x of the green energy. And without the implementation, installation of the battery energy storage, India cannot achieve this mission.
And if you understand with the ProStarm, it has positioned itself as the Make in India energy storage leader, sir. How critical does Make in India become for energy independence? There's a lot of talk about Make in India, but when it comes to the energy sector, what is the importance here as far as energy independence is concerned?
See, Make in India is very important. Actually, what we call it a Atmanirbhar. Today, solar, we are talking of 300 gigawatt solar. This has been achieved only after the complete integration of the solar. So today we are short of 60 gigawatt of battery energy storage system. And without making in India, without achieving Make in India, we cannot achieve this target of 60 gigawatt today in BESS. So Make in India initiative is very, very important to make this whole energy mission successful.
And if you talk about the future roadmaps, what do you see as the route for utility scale BESS, battery energy storage systems, as far as our country is concerned?
See, today grid needs stabilization, upgradation, and the capex involved in doing this upgradation and stabilization of the grid is much, much more high. If we go for the installation of the BESS energy solution in every utility, which will stabilize the power at the utility and balance between the off-peak and peak hour. So this is must. BESS is must to stabilize the India grid today.
And companies like yours, like ProStarm, what contribution do they have when it comes to rural energy reliability, sir? Because the rural sector also becomes very, very important.
Company like us can play a pivotal role because we can make a customized product which is required to energize our rural India. Product like grid power, smart grid, which can be installed in every rural villages where the electric wire, the grid is not reachable. So it is very important, and company like us can make power reach to every villages of India.
Right, sir. And if you talk about for the next decade, sir, India's energy transition, now what sort of innovations will play the major role in that?
Innovation will always play a major role. 2 years back, we never thought we'll talk of lithium so much. Today, we are talking of lithium. Maybe after 3 years, we'll talk of hydrogen, sodium. So many technology will come. So 10 years later, we have to keep talking of innovation. We have to keep trying the innovative products. So we never know which will come up more faster, more better, more cleaner. So innovation is must.
But what steps? Because we talk about energy transition, we talk about reducing the dependency on fossil fuels. That becomes very, very important, sir. But how can that be done?
That can be achieved only by increasing the renewable energy. And to make renewable energy more successful, battery energy storage is must. Because without BESS, achieving target of solar or renewable cannot be achieved.
Right, sir. And what challenges could come in? Because one challenge is matching and living up to the global tech standards. Your company, sir, ProStar M. What does it really work towards for achieving those standards and matching the regulations?
See, we are working hard to match the international standard like UL, IEC, BIS, and we are also working hard on acquiring more and more technology. With in-house R&D setup, we are very confident of achieving the global standard, and we are working towards the achieving more and more latest standard, bringing latest technique in our company.
And talking about our country, sir, have there been any, policy challenges, any policy gaps in our own domestic ecosystem that, you face in this pursuit?
See, as government of India is supporting us a lot, uh, but yes, some more support is required in terms of policy. Like PIL is needed or the need of the hour for the BESS in today. PIL is available for solar, but is not available for BESS. Secondly, there is no supply chain in India. We are totally dependent on China, and with cross-border problem of the limitation of the by the government, we are in a fix. How to manage the cross-border land border issues along with the supplying of the best to the government institution.
And what's really your visions as far as India's green economy is concerned? We talk about green technology also, we talk about green economy also, with India becoming, the largest economy in 2047. But as per you, what is your vision for that?
My vision, my aspiration will be that by 2047, energy will be the next UPI of the country.
Wow, that's, I think, very, simplified statement. I think it says it all. But I really thank you, sir, for joining us here on Republic TV and Republic Economic Summit and sharing your insights.
Thank you.